All right, we got A, we got B. Now for the last part, part C here. Okay. Forecast the year for which the number of social network users reaches 1 million. 1 million. So N, the number of users reaches 1 million. N equals 1 million users. Okay. So they're saying N equals 1 million. Use your equation here to figure out how long, how many years, forecast the year, how long it will take to reach 1 million. So my equation looks like this. 1 million equals 320,000, 1, 2, 3, multiplied by, remember we found B, 0.09375 to the power of T. See, we're trying to find T. So already I hope you know what to do first. You see everything here is being multiplied, so there's no subtraction, adding to both sides. No. Do like we did in the first problem, part A. We divide both sides by 320,000. 1, 2, 3. Divide by 320,000. 1, 2, 3. So then we'll get 1 million divided by 320,000. 1, 2, 3 equals, and then cancels out. So we have 1.09375. Lots of numbers to the T power. All right. Now let's do this in the calculator. Calculator. Boom. There you are. All right. On. Boom. Ho ho. Okay. Now, just make it neat. Put it in fraction form. There you go. So 1 million on top. 1, 2, 3. Over 320,000. 1, 2, 3. And we get that. Let's just turn that to a nice decimal. 3.125. So we'll say, okay, this is 3.125 equals 1.09375 to the power of T. So here's the part where y'all get confused. Now remember what we learned earlier. There's a couple ways you can solve this. The one that we learned in class first was we just graph it, like put this in y1 and y2 and then see where the intersection is. Well, let's be big kids today. We're going to use something called logs. So if you were in honors algebra 2, you probably know how to do this with logs, but you don't know the way I want you to do it. So I'm going to show you the easy way. Okay. So first I need to go over a little bit of background. So I'm going to give you this, 2 to the 4th power. What does that equal? Well, if you use a calculator, you'll know this is 16. So if you remember from algebra, we call this the base. That's base. This is the exponent, and this is the power. The power is just what happens when you multiply it. Power. So you see, this exponential expression is in the form of finding the answer for the power. For finding the power, this is what you're used to seeing. I mean, even this is in the form of finding the power here. You see this? Because like this would be the power, this would be the base, this would be the exponent. But the problem is our variable's in the exponent. And again, you can't just multiply, divide, add, and subtract, all that good stuff for this, because the exponent is a variable. It's being held up to a pedestal in the air. We're presenting it to, the sun. Hey, look at our exponent. But yeah, we can't just add, multiply, subtract, and divide. It doesn't work. So what we need to do is we need to rearrange this form using logs so that we can solve for the exponent. Instead of putting the power on the equal sign, we want the exponent there. That's why we use logs. So log form looks like this. You have log, and then here we have a base. So we'll put a base down here. We'll say, that's my base here. And then here we'll go the power. I'll put power. And then so all that's going to equal our exponent. So now this is in the form of finding an exponent. So what I mean by this is watch. So in this example here, it would be log base 2, my power is 16, and what the answer is saying is, oh, with my base 2 and my power answer being 16, my exponent has to be 4. So now this is in the terms of finding an exponent. And this is significant because now let's do that with this, what we're trying to solve here. So I have log. My base would be this. This is the base because this is what's the exponent is acting on. So base would be 1.09375. My power is right there, so it's going to be 3.125. And then this is going to help me find my exponent, my t. So the reason why you might not have seen this in Algebra 2 is because either in honors they don't want you using they don't want you using calculator, or actually in Algebra 2 regular they don't want you using calculator either. I forgot about that. Well, this is IB. This is supposed to be preparing you for college level stuff where sometimes you do have to use a calculator. So I'm going to show you how to do this on the calculator. So look at this. Boom. There we go. So now I want to be able to put in log base. So I'll say alpha, and you see alpha, I think that's color green. I'm colorblind, I can't see it. It's green. And you see up on top here, these little F1, 2, 3, 4, 5 function buttons are in green too. So I want alpha, F2. See that number 5, log base. Press number 5. Look at that. The first thing it wants is the base. So just to test that first example I gave you, put a 2 here. So it says with a base 2 and a power answer of 16, your exponent should be 4, right? And boom, see, you get 4. So now let's try that with our problem that we want to do here. Let's say, okay, alpha, F2, number 5. Our base is 1.09375. Our power would be that 3.125, and we'll get our answer for t. Boom. So t, our exponent, is going to be t equals 12.7. But then it says correct to the nearest year, so I'm going to have to round up to 13. So 13 years. There you go.